Today's show, though, is a show called Moving Forward. Remember, all of our shows are music based, so we will play some new music for you. However, um, we are going to really have this show based around our title, Moving Forward. Now, Moving Forward is a platform for successful people to share their stories regardless of their income, whether they're making less than $500 a year or more than 500. We don't care. What I look for in these guests is, are you living your passion and are you enjoying doing it? So we're gonna have a guest coming to you today to talk about that. It's a great time because we're now uh, the election results. I think a lot of people like those. We're looking now for justice and peace, and we're looking now to carry on with our careers, and we don't have to be all wrapped up into this politics thing. So I always like to say a prayer, and right now, Lord, I'd just like to thank you for bringing us through another week. We've been through some turbulent times with our economy, with this coronavirus, with the election, but everything with your blessing is coming to an end, all of the bad stuff. So we appreciate you, Lord, and all that you've done for us, and to continue to bless our show. All right, so today's sponsor is We'll Do It For You Auto and Home Repairs. That's right, his name is Kevin. He'll come out and do any of your minor repairs, and he does brakes, oil changes, and all of that on your cars. So you can give him a call at 702 325 8622. That's 702 325 8622. Christmas is coming up. You're going to need those toys put together. So, those are the kind of things that he definitely does. All right. So, Nia, it's time for the Black Business Spotlight. So, I guess I should give you some microphone. How about that? Okay. Would you?
Yes. There you go.
Okay. All right. So, the what we like to do, Nia and I, at this time is we like to shout out black businesses. We are up and coming. There are a lot of them out there. If you have a black business that you'd like to get shouted out on our radio station, you can give me, a Nia, a call, or send us a DM us or anything like that. Okay. The one that we're going to highlight today, though, Nia, is called the Wardrobe Boutique, and that's two separate words. The War, WAR, Drobe, DROBE Boutique, and it's owned by Depriest, and Depriest is he calls himself a stylist extraordinaire, um, and he has designer clothes, a very unique collection of shoes, hats, scarves, handbags, sunglasses, and his fashions are for men and women. So please go to his page and like his page. So yeah. So what do you think about that, Nia? Stylist extraordinaire.
Sounds good. I would love to connect with him and we come up with some fantastic ideas. I am looking forward to doing a show here in Las Vegas, Nevada,
Amen.
in October. So I have
Yeah.
a very well together sister, solid truth, and we're going to put some things together to make that happen. And now that everything seems to be going a little better than what it was, we're going to continue on our path, our journey to bring production to Las Vegas in 2021. So I'm really looking forward to that. And for anyone who's interested in coming on board, please contact us. You can contact me, Nia215, on Facebook and Instagram. And I'll be looking forward to hearing from you real soon.
Definitely, definitely. So we're gonna ease him right on in there. The priest, if you're listening, we definitely want to ease you right in there and get your fashions and all of that shown as well. So, all right. So let's get to the show. Let's get to the show because we have one of the most dynamic black women in the studio today. I almost want to call her Kamala Harris, but
Hey,
we can do that
we
now.
can do that.
We can do that now.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so our guest today is the one and only Miss Solid Truth. What's up, Truth?
Hey,
And love. This is solid truth.
Okay, let's make sure we got your microphone on. There you go. Okay, give it to me.
There we go. Peace and love. This is solid truth.
Hey,
Just wanna
girl.
Say hello to
hey,
everyone
hey.
out there. Thanks for tuning in, and I feel blessed to be here with these two dynamic women, Nia and Wong, and I'm all ready.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey.
Hey, girl, hey. Yeah, so I was just, when I was looking at your bio today, I was just like I didn't know where to start and where to end. You a bad sister.
Thank you.
You a very bad sister. So I want people to get to know you. For those that don't, want to get to know you a little bit better. So now, and Neil, you chime in whenever you want. I know
Sure.
that you guys are already you already have a connection.
Yes.
So I'm just getting to know Miss Solid Truth. So I am
Solid as a rock.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I should have been playing that.
That's
Anyway.
my theme song.
Well, first of all, who is Solid Truth?
Well, I am solid truth. Solid means socially organizing and literally inspiring desire. I'm a spoken word artist. I am a poet, event coordinator. I'm a mother of two, and I'm an all around artist. But the main thing that I want to do is to keep people positive, focused, and motivated. I encourage everyone to pursue their passions on a daily basis, and that is my purpose in life.
Pursuing your passion. Well, this is why Nia and I invited you to the Moving Forward show, because this is a show about people that are living their passion.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And not worrying about now. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Money is good, and we all need it, and we all gonna make a lot of it. And we're headed that way, but to have that as your main focus, to me sometimes it takes away from the energy that you could be putting into your passion.
Yes.
I definitely agree with that. I actually started doing spoken word as a result of a traumatic experience. I am a domestic violence survivor, and after years of having, I would say, repeat traumas and repeat occurrences, I came upon the Safe House, which is a domestic violence shelter for women and children, in 2007. And one of my goals there was to change my lifestyle by using a creative talent to have anger management. And I just started writing and writing my feelings down, and I started speaking and repeating the poems, and people were inspired by what I had to say. So I began sharing that, and I took on a whole new identity. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, by way of Lancaster,
okay.
South Carolina. Yeah. And I've
East
also
Coast.
lived it. Yeah, thank you. East Coast, Philly flavor. I've been here for 14 years, and during that time, I've had a chance to perform at hundreds and hundreds of places.
Yeah.
It's been an overwhelming experience to see all of the different types of people that need and desire motivation and inspiration
Mm-hmm.
on a daily basis. So I feel like I have to fulfill my purpose by sharing my gift. It's definitely a gift that I got from God. I say I got it from God. My poems just seem to be downloaded into my brain, and I write them down, and I speak them into existence, and
Mm-hmm.
people seem to love them, and I enjoy sharing them at any time, any place, and it's just it gives me a sense of purpose.
Most definitely. Now, I did hear you say you were a victim of domestic violence. And, yeah, and we do have other questions for you today, but that's something that I think women that are in that position now that think there's no way out and I'll never be successful. He's beat me down or she's beat me down or whatever. And I don't see any hope whatsoever. What what was your turning point and how did you continue on your path to success?
My turning point was actually going to the shelter and living in a residence with over 15 women and their children. And I'm going through the therapy process, actually understanding the concept of abuse and how it trickles down from generation to generation.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, I had had some issues in life, and my father also. I didn't realize that even though I was very intelligent, 4.0 GPA, went to Clemson University on an academic scholarship for
What?
computer engineering.
Oh, that's
I was
awesome.
an intellectual. I had a lot of book smarts and not as much street smarts as I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I had become a victim. But going to the safe house with those other women and seeing them come from all different walks of life and seeing the patterns of behavior that we all shared,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want that to trickle down to my children. I knew that I had to get out and to stop that cycle of violence in my life. And I listened to the therapist, I listened to the counselors, I went through the program, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I encourage anyone who feels that they're a victim, feels that they've been abused, feel that they've been neglected or abandoned, to
Mm-hmm.
search inside themselves for self-esteem and self-empowerment, because that's what actually came about when I went through my transition. I
Mm-hmm.
began to love myself, so
Mm-hmm.
I would never let anyone harm me again. I would never be subservient again unless it was someone who is a king and someone who could actually help me to aspire to the greatness that I know that I have within me. But
Yeah.
it took a long time,
Yeah.
and I failed over and over and over again,
But you kept
but
getting
I
up.
kept getting up, and
Isn't
my
that something,
children were
Ania?
the
Yes, yes,
inspiration.
yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, Sally, can I ask you a question? In what you had experienced in the safe house where you were with other women, how did you, how did your compassion with them, knowing you all went through and had different stories, what inspiration did you leave with them while you were there?
Well, the breakdown of the ego was the main thing that I share with them.
Mm.
No one is susceptible. No one is not susceptible to violence. It just
Mm-hmm.
depends on how you respond and how you react. And I just wanted to encourage each and every woman and their children to feel empowered, to feel that they have a purpose in life, to pursue their dreams,
Mm-hmm.
to pursue their purpose, and to have the confidence and the just the wherewithal to say, you know what, I want better for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to let anyone hurt me or abuse me or damage me any longer, no matter what I've been through in the past. I wanted them to know that they could do the same thing that I could do. And we actually did it together. We cooked together, we cleaned together,
Mm-hmm.
we watched programs together, and it was just a camaraderie. We had a similarity. We had a sense of kinship, and I made some really good friends, actually,
Great.
some lifelong friends there.
Great.
That's
And
great.
I was performing at Caesar's Palace actually while I was in the shelter. No one knew that I was in the shelter. No one knew that my children were there. They would go to school like it was nothing, and I would go do my shows. And even when I tell people today, they don't believe it because they say they never saw it on my face. So I knew that God was with me, and I knew that there was something greater within me that would help me to be able to not cover it up, but to actually allow it to flow through me and to be able to give me a sense of accomplishment and to give me a sense of empowerment. And I wanted to pass that on to other women, even men. I also participate in a prison reentry program. I've done performances at nursing homes, shelters, prisons, colleges, schools, and everywhere. People are going through things. You know,
Yeah.
we come from a society that has enslaved us as a people over 400 years. So we all have traumas, and how we allow those traumas to stifle our greatness is the greatest deficit that I can say that we have in the American population and in our culture right now.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what we want to overcome, and
Yes.
that's what I'm hoping this show does. Maybe somebody will hear something that they could definitely use and get up and brush themselves off and go ahead and reach their goals. But I want to talk a little bit about your resume. You are a media marketing coordinator, public relations specialist, artist development, a mentor, self-esteem and empowerment workshop coordinator. I, how do you balance it all? And which area do you think you're best in?
I would say I'm best in public speaking.
Uh-huh.
If you notice, I have a little bit of a lisp. I used to suck my thumb when I was little.
Did you
And
really?
yeah, I did. I sucked my thumb for 20 years, and I had to go to speech therapy for about 3 years.
Yeah.
And I was very self-conscious about my speech. And my grandmother and my grandfather, they made me stand up in front of the family every day and do these long speeches. I memorized like the "I Have a Dream" speech and the Declaration of Independence. All the things that made me who I am came from my grandmother, Mary Collins, and my grandfather, Elmer Collins. They instilled in me that there was nothing that could hold me back. And I was always a talker. I was always a people person. I was never afraid to get up on stage, never afraid to speak. But that came with, them making me speak in front of my whole family every single day when I was a little girl. So when the time came for me to speak, I asked God to give me the gift to be able to use my words to empower and enlighten and inspire people, but to also make it short and sweet. And all my poems are like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to engage people and get into their soul and get into their mind, but also open it up so that they can express themselves, hopefully in a more creative way, the same way I did through my therapy and through my gift and my passion.
Exactly. So
Yes,
so your public relations specialist area is your most favorite area. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely. Public speaking would be my favorite. I ended up in public relations just because I work with a lot of different artists who needed to be able to market and promote themselves in different ways. I got on social media very early on because of my background in computer science and computer technology. I also have a background in graphic design and graphics communication. So communication is everything to me.
Yeah.
And I felt that if I'm gifted in that area and I'm able to do it, then I should be able to help others do it as well.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
that's just something that I love doing, and I'll probably do it till the day I die.
Yeah.
Well, that's outstanding. Well, there were two things that hit home with me while you were speaking. First of all, you said you enjoy public speaking. So do I. But guess what? I stuttered. I stuttered so bad. I don't know if my family is listening, but I went to a speech therapist in elementary school. So I think when you go through stuff like that, like you said, you had a lisp. When you work so hard at trying not to have that lisp, you kind of gravitate to, whatever that dilemma was. And in our case, it was speaking. I used to, oh man, it was certain words I couldn't get out, like, I mean, it was bad. And I still stutter, but not as bad as I did. So that was one thing. And the other thing is, I I heard you mention communications. My degree is also in mass communications.
Wonderful.
So, but my point, to your point, it's so broad, and it's so much you can do with that degree. And you're just covering all of the bases. Now, was that your major?
No, actually, I was a nerd in school. I loved writing, I loved reading, and I loved drawing. And
Mm-hmm.
um, through my high school years, I was pretty much good at everything.
Mm-hmm.
I made straight A's and B's in school,
Mm-hmm.
so everyone felt that I was going to be successful in computer engineering.
Mm-hmm.
I should have pursued a degree in being creative,
Mm-hmm.
creative arts and graphic design. I
Mm-hmm.
changed my major 6 times, and I actually dropped out because I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And once I found public speaking and spoken word, I knew that that was where I should be because I can go around the world now and speak at conferences and speak at women's
Yeah.
groups. And I'm in sales. I've been in customer service for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So the gift that I have is to just be successful in every area of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, at being a Sagittarius, as most people know,
Mm-hmm.
we're kind of like the leaders and the teachers of the zodiac. We want to learn everything about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I have been blessed to have opportunities that have allowed me to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's I still don't know where I'm going to end up, but I know that I find joy in public speaking, and I
Mm-hmm.
find joy in public relations and helping other people package themselves,
Mm-hmm.
market themselves properly.
Mm-hmm.
Nia knows that
Yes,
firsthand.
yes,
She's
absolutely.
definitely a person I've worked with
Mm-hmm.
over the years, and I encourage everybody to pursue their passions, even if they have multiple passions.
Yeah.
People will say, you're the the master of no one thing, and
Yeah.
I just I love being able to learn new things. I love
Yeah.
being challenged.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to turn to Nia now because Nia, I admire Nia. Now, Nia and I, we worked, we did promotions together, promoted parties for people that are in the LBGQ
Yes.
community.
Yes.
Yeah. So we did that together, and we were both older with a lot of wisdom, and we both were creative. So we came together and did that. But my point is, we both been around the block several times, and we've fallen several times, and we continue to get up and to
Yes.
keep moving, and to not let anything stop us from obtaining our goals and our passions. So Neil, share with us what keeps you going. What I mean, you've been in the fashion industry for years. You've done, a whole bunch of stuff in the mass communications arena. You've fallen, but you get up. So
Yes.
so share with our audience what kind of drive is that?
Well, I've always been a person to never give up. And in my spirit, I always felt that, well, what's the sense in giving up when I know that I can go on just being creative as I sit and think and create different things, but my spirit and believing and my faith.
Mm-hmm.
I know God gave me something. I came from 2 brain surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know, but those that do, and I knew going through the first one and then the second one,
Mm-hmm.
I knew that designing and being an artist, well, actually, my first love was music.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a college out in Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't into opera, and I really didn't understand classical music, so I always wanted to just take voice lessons.
Mm-hmm.
But I performed a lot at different places in Philadelphia, different talent shows,
Mhm.
TV shows,
Mhm.
and I felt that, well, at that time in performing, if I couldn't afford the clothes that I would like to perform in, then I became a person who just went and started sewing.
Mhm.
Well, I had a guy, Italian guy on South Street out in Philadelphia, and he
Mhm.
actually showed me how to make a jacket
Mhm.
by hand.
Mhm.
So I then went and started doing that, and I realized, hey, I got something going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So I never felt that when I went through the surgeries that I wouldn't be able to sew again.
Mm-hmm.
But my therapy was to have a sewing machine there. I started making different things.
Mm-hmm.
Then the theater, Freedom Theater, is where I graduated from and also became employed
Mm-hmm.
as a costume seamstress
Mm-hmm.
and had the opportunity of working with Jill Scott at that time, who wasn't very big,
Mm-hmm.
but she did a lot of poetry through Philadelphia
Mm-hmm.
and did a lot of plays and different things like that.
Mhm.
So I had the opportunity to dress her amongst other people, and my favorite, of course, was Melba Moore. She played in the Broadway. No, it wasn't the Broadway. It was in Philadelphia, and it was called Simply Heavenly.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the opportunity to be there to do the wardrobe and also work with her and changing, her costumes and so forth and so
Right,
on.
right.
Um,
So, so with that being said, the one thing that it sounds like that's consistent with you is your faith in
Yes,
God,
yes.
and knowing that he promised it, and I just have to keep. I heard Steve Harvey say, if you quit, you don't know whether
Don't
it's going to
never
happen
give
for you or
up.
not if you
Yes.
quit it. So
Yes.
so
I come too far to turn back now.
Exactly. So solid. So that this show is about people being successful in their own right, regardless of how much money you're making. So give me an idea, because first of all, what is your definition of success? Let's get that out of the way.
Well, over the years, my definition of success has changed tremendously. I used to feel really bad because I didn't graduate from college and pursue my degree in engineering. But raising two beautiful, successful entrepreneur children here in Las Vegas has been the definition of my success. Being able to know that they are self-sustaining, that they are just empowered, that they are confident, they travel the world. That's my definition of success, knowing that I'm going to leave a legacy of greatness with my children.
Yeah.
I used to think it was about money. I really thought that, I should get paid for this and I should get paid for that and I should have a big house and a big car.
Yeah.
But success to me now is just knowing that I'm sane and sound and knowing that I have transitioned and evolved from the person that I used to be. That's success to me. That's overwhelming success to me, because I know that I can do anything that I set my mind to. And it doesn't really matter how much money I make. It really matters how much joy I have in my heart.
Right.
It matters that my smile is authentic.
Yeah.
It matters that the people around me love me and I love them genuinely.
Yeah.
I don't have any fear. I don't have any fear of COVID right now. I don't have any fear of who's going to be president. I don't have any fears because I know that I was destined to be put on this earth to be great.
Hold on. I'm gonna need you to have some fear about COVID. I'm gonna
I-
need you.
I'm-
I'm gonna need
I
you to
got my
have a
mask.
little bit
Wait,
of
wait.
fear about
I
that.
have my mask.
Okay, all
but
right.
I don't have any fear of
I know what you
dying from COVID
I got
or
you.
exposing
I got you.
someone to COVID.
I
But
got
what
you.
I'm saying is that I can't live my life in fear of traveling. I've traveled.
Yeah.
I've traveled the world. I've lived outside of the
feel you.
country.
Yeah.
I don't have any fear of walking up to a stranger and meeting them.
Yeah.
Those things, to me, that's success to me, because I didn't used to be that type of person.
Yeah.
I used to be a very quiet, shy, timid little girl named Peaches.
Smart
I
though.
call it the soft, squishy fruit
Smart
that's
as a whip,
easily
though.
bruised. And now I'm solid, socially organizing, literally inspiring desire.
Go ahead
and
on,
I
girl.
am hard as a
Nia,
rock,
you hear
and I
that?
refuse
Oh, I
to be
hear it.
broken. So yeah, that's success to me.
That
and,
is absolutely.
And the money will come. I
Oh,
think
the
I think
money will
the money is going
come.
to come. Yeah.
People, I wish people were more on board with me with that one. You can't greed. The love of money is the root of all evil. We heard that. Well, what we heard was money is the root of all evil. I changed it to the love of money is the
Yes.
root of all evil. So we all gonna get there. Everybody just,
Yes.
we got a new president.
Yes.
We got a new
Yes,
vice
shout out to-
president. You know what I'm saying? Things
Yes.
gonna change. Just hang in there and don't forget what you were put here for.
Purpose.
Yeah, your
Yes.
purpose, Nia. Your purpose. There, and everybody has one. We just need to. I don't know. What do you? What? Here's how. And I love Steve Harvey. So here's how he describes it. What would you do in this world for free? What would you do in this world for free? And you're good at it. Look at it that way. But anyway,
Love.
okay. So how you gonna make money with love, Neil?
Well,
Holla at me. Holla at a player, Neil.
well, I put it like this.
That's a good
It's
point.
about how you treat people.
Good.
Yes, it is.
There you go. Bring
And
it
then
home,
you
sister.
when you give, you get back.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And it all because of the kindness, the respect, and the gratification that you give to someone that gives it back to you.
yes.
I'm like a
yes.
river that flows.
Look at
That's
Neil.
why people say, "Why are you so cool? Why are you so?"
Neil sounded like an OG.
But I
But
was
you
like,
know what?
it's the peace within me.
Yeah, you are. You are very peaceful, very laid
Yes,
back.
it is.
Yes.
Not much gets you excited, but I'm wired for sound.
Yes.
But that's just me. So that is one of the things that people need to know. Love, giving. You give love, you get it back. So I just wanted you to definitely explain that. Well, we want to go to some music because this is a music-based show. We are on a radio station.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right. Brilliantly unique radio station. So y'all can go ahead and follow us on Facebook. You can hit us up on the Mixler app as well. Check us out because we are booming, doing great things over here. I want all of y'all listening that wants to be on the radio to hit us up.
Yes.
We got you. But we're going to go to some music. When we come back, I want to hear Solid Truth about a day in the life of Solid Truth. I'll let you think about it.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. 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 My life they come with no filter. Ay, I'm taking off like a meal. Calling the shot like a real with a whistle. I'm calling the shot like a real with a whistle. My life they come with no filter. Ay, I'm taking off like a meal. Calling the shot like a real with a whistle. I'm calling the shot like a real with a whistle. My life they come with no filter. I'm taking off like a meal. Calling the shot like a real with a whistle. I'm calling the shot like a real with a whistle. My life they come with no filter. I'm taking off like a meal. Calling a shot like a real with a whistle. I'm calling a shot like a real with a whistle. Pull up in Texaco like what's up, Migo? I'm dressed in white and my color is Blanco. I'm taking off like a rocket, yeah. I stay lit up like a socket, yeah. Call me Bob Barker cause I got the prices right. She call me bitch done cause I got the money mic. She speaking in tongue, gon' put it on replay. I'm blowing the fuse and ain't talking no relay. My life a hell of a movie, I keep some hit out like Scooby, Check out my flex, check out my swag. Go on and check out my lingo, Call me Tyrone when I'm beating up cakes and I ain't worried about no Debo, Call me Tyrone when I'm beating up cakes and I ain't worried about no Debo. Make it look easy like Ezel. At Masterpiece, boy, you get repo. My alcohol level is high. And my tolerance is zero. Make it look easy like Ezel. At Masterpiece, boy, you get repo. My alcohol level is high. And my tolerance is zero. My life, they come with no filter. I'm taking off like a meal. Calling the shot like a real with a whistle. I'm calling the shot like a real with a whistle. My life, they come with no filter. I'm taking off like a meal. Calling a shot like a real with a whistle. I'm calling a shot like a real with a whistle. My life, they come with no filter. I'm taking off like a meal. Calling a shot like a real with a whistle. I'm calling a shot like a real with a whistle. My life, they come with no filter. I'm taking off like a meal. Calling a shot like a real with a whistle. I'm calling a shot like a real with a whistle. I got the sauce in the recipe. Yeah, I get some green like some turnip green. Calling a shot like a referee. Keep on my collar for all the team. Ducking and dodging in traffic, ayy. I see the hater playing pickaboo. I see you. Ducking and dodging in traffic, ayy. I see the hater playing pickaboo. The plan is to get it, go stack up some digits. Call me commander cause I'm on a mission. Had to hit a lick cause they thought I was gone. Now everybody wanna blow up my phone. Had to hit a lick cause they thought I was gone. Now everybody wanna blow up my phone. Had to hit a lick cause they thought I was gone. Now everybody wanna blow up my phone. Wanna just blow up my phone. Yeah. Wanna just blow up my phone. Yeah. Wanna just blow up my phone. Yeah. Wanna just blow up my phone. Had to hit a lick cause they thought I was gone. Now everybody wanna blow up my phone. Had to hit a lick cause they thought I was gone. Now everybody wanna blow up my phone.
All right, all right, all right. That was my boy, self-made out of Mississippi. He is our so what do we call him? Our offset reporter, right, Nia? He
Yes.
does. Yeah, he does the hip hop review. So that was his song. No filter, no filter. So you guys hear from him the first Monday of every month. Okay, but moving forward, we got the beautiful, the intelligent, the well-spoken Miss Solid Truth in the building.
Hey.
Yes, yes, yes. So, Solid, you've been giving us some very good pointers on how we should stay on task and keep our passion at the forefront of our being, and know that success is going to come. So, tell me, what is a day in the life of Solid Truth? You wake up, you do what?
The first thing I do is give thanks for life,
Amen,
health, and
amen,
strength, for
amen.
food, clothing, and shelter. I have to meditate and do deep breathing exercises to prevent anxiety, which a lot of people have, and I've had it in the past. But I've learned some tools to help me stay grounded. I deal with a lot of other people's issues throughout the day, so I have phone calls, text messages. I deal with people who are survivors of domestic violence, people who have been abused drugs. I deal with people who have dealt with homelessness, people who are having issues with their children, and I do my best to keep them encouraged, but I also provide them with resources and information. So I spend, I would say, 90% of my waking hours online researching things so that I can help people go and get, if
A
they
lot of
need their
research.
help for their food stamp application or getting help with getting a computer for their kids. That's something that is very I'm very passionate about, because sometimes when people are stressed out, they can't think straight, and they don't know how to do paperwork. They don't know who to call, what to Google. They just need somebody to talk to relate to them, that that is on the same level with them. So I spend most of my time doing stuff like that.
Okay, okay.
I do speak. I do poetry anywhere, everywhere. A lot of times it'll just pop up. Somebody might need a word of encouragement. And my motto is to stay positive, focused, and motivated, because consistency leads to success. So I have to lead by example, by consistently leading myself to success. So I reach out to my friends and family on a daily basis, making sure that they're okay. I do write on a daily basis. I journal to be able to help myself to be able to stay grounded. And I spend a lot of time with the love of my life and my children and
I
my
hear
close
you.
personal friends.
Your
Just to
boyfriend.
yeah, my mate. That's calling my soulmate.
Your man.
Yeah,
Your
my
man. I
yeah,
got it.
and
I got it.
I'm thankful to have one after all these years.
Okay, because
After all of the somebody
a
who-
lot of us ain't.
And you know what? I was one of those people who said I will never. But I opened myself up recently to be in a committed monogamous relationship, and we're going to see how that's going to go.
Okay.
But right now,
It
I
might
have
turn to
amused
polyamorous.
We're going to save that for another show. You trying to put me out there now. Don't do it, Walks. Yeah, we definitely can save that for another show. That
Okay.
is a topic of conversation.
Okay, most definitely. Well,
I also wanted to give a shout out to Bill Stewart and Weed Shops. He's been a motivator in my life, as well as Jay from Ground Up. I work with them on a daily basis, and also Bobby Digital from Raw Remedies, and Mara Dehate over at the Town Square Mall for the Africa Love Store. So they have
Yeah.
been instrumental in my success and helping me to be who I am and giving me a lot of motivation and encouragement. So I definitely want to thank them too. So
Okay.
it's
Here's your assignment. Wong Lorene's about to give you an assignment.
okay.
Every name you just dropped, I need them to come to the studio for an interview.
That's a definite yes.
Yes, and have them on this moving forward, because those are the kind of people that keeps us going.
Yes.
Now you say that you're a peaceful, positive, and an empowered person.
Yes, ma'am.
So now this is important because people need to know this right about now. How do you keep your peace? I should ask Nia that question because she's but no, I want to hear from you too, though, because you're the guest. I want to hear give us some idea of how you keep that peace.
It has been a challenge over the last few years.
Yes.
Definitely. But in order to attract peace, you have to first be at peace.
Okay.
So I'm at peace with myself.
Yeah.
I'm at peace with how I look.
Yeah.
I'm at peace with how I sound.
Say
I'm
it,
at
girl.
peace with the shape of my body.
Come on,
I
Solid.
love myself. I feel
Go ahead,
beautiful.
Solid.
I am
Solid
beautiful.
truth.
I am encouraged. I am empowered. And in order for me to be able to share that with other people, I must first embody that for myself. Myself. So my peace comes from within, but it also comes from God, because I know that there's a higher power greater than me that's going to give me everything that I need. I know that abundance is evident and relevant for everyone, and I want people to start attracting that, because
There you go.
we're always going to have challenges.
There
We're
you
always
go.
going to have hurdles, but the thing is how you deal with that. How do
Hey.
you respond to that? And it's also about the choices that we make.
Yes.
We must be responsible for the choices that we make. I recently had a really bad situation with a friend of mine that I didn't know, who was addicted to drugs, and I made a business deal with him, and I lost a lot of money. But what I also lost that was much more meaningful to me than the money was the friendship, because I wasn't able to motivate that person to keep them off drugs. I wasn't able to motivate that person to not become distant from his family and his friends. He's a very talented young man. But what I am going to do is to continue to pray for him, and I'm going to continue to encourage other people to not take that route. But I have to distance myself from that.
You have
person.
to.
So-
You have to,
and
because
that's
you
where
can't
my
say.
peace comes from.
Okay, all right. So to the point then, your peace comes from a lot of things,
Yes.
but what really makes you peaceful is helping others.
Always.
Okay,
Always.
I got that. So Nia, where does your peace come from?
Well, my peace comes from within.
Mm-hmm.
I meditate, I read,
Mm-hmm.
and I think about the things that I've been through in my journey, the people who have inspired me in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother, of course, is a very big part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I share a lot with her. She's always been the person who's supported me,
Mm-hmm.
throughout my journey of being in the arts.
Mm-hmm.
I have a brother who makes me laugh all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I love people, and I am a people person. I like to talk. You wouldn't think I do, but yes, I like to talk, and I strong. I believe in myself. I'm confident.
Mm-hmm.
I love myself.
So collectively, all of those things keep you at peace.
Yes.
It's important to know what makes you peaceful. I mean, some people meditate. I've heard you guys, mention several different things. What makes me at peace is to be in the studio with Natrell and to be surrounded by all of this mass communications equipment and just learning, and because it helps me stay focused on my passion. But back to you, Miss Solid Truth. What would you tell a person that is on the verge of giving up? Like Nia and I, we've been doing this for so long, but something kept us going. So what is it that what is the one thing you would tell them?
To find a higher power, a higher resource, and a support system.
Support
A
system.
support system is
Ooh,
very
that's deep.
important. The people you surround yourself
Ooh,
with
say that, honey.
is utterly
Say
important.
everybody can't be on your
That's
list.
That's it.
No.
Everybody
Everybody
cannot be
can't
on your
know.
list.
And your circle
Absolutely.
of influence is detrimental to your success, in
Yes.
your mental health, and your spiritual health. You have to have a great support system.
Support.
And sometimes it may not be your family.
May
it
not.
may not be your
Yes.
mate.
May
you
not.
may need to seek outside help. Like I did, go into therapy, go into an agency that does this as a profession. There are people who actually go to school for helping people. We're all nurturers by nature, but that doesn't mean that you can embody all of that energy. You can't take on everyone else's problems. So finding a support system, finding a helpmate, a person that's going to not necessarily be a crutch for you, not necessarily be an enabler for you, but someone who's going
That
to
will mirror you.
continue to uplift you and empower you and encourage you.
Yeah. You need that. You need that. Every time you don't need I hate dream snatchers. Hate them.
I got a
Yes.
poem called Dream Snatcher.
Hate them. Well, is it ready?
I can get it ready.
Okay, I
can
need you to
ready.
get that ready.
Okay.
Because I cannot stand a dream snatcher. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you know what, Nia, have you found that I keep calling on you because we're older in this business and we've been around for a while. But have you ever just been so excited about something and you tell your best friend or your mate or whatever and they look at you like, what?
What are you talking about? What?
What? Where's the money? That's what they say.
Yes.
They say, where's the
money?
Okay, this show. Where's the goddamn money?
I
That's
want to hear
exact-
all that.
Yeah,
I just want to see the money.
I want to see the money. Dream snatchers I cannot deal with.
No.
And back to Solid's point. Everybody ain't gonna make it with you.
Huh.
You got to get rid of those negative people. You got to get rid of them.
Yes, you do.
I don't care if I got one person standing with me.
Hallelujah.
Me and you gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying?
That
and
comes
people-
with time and wisdom, though.
It
Knowing
does.
when to let go.
It does.
As you evolve as a person, you're
Yes.
going
I
to
agree with
have
that.
to learn to let go.
But we're gonna need you to
Absolutely.
learn earlier. That's why we having this show.
Yes.
So back home, I'm from the South. I'm from Florida. So we would call our, haters dry haters. And these were the haters that would be, oh yeah, girl, you're doing it. And then turn the corner and say, well, that bitch ain't gonna do nothing.
Right.
She used to do.
She used to
be.
be. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she 80 years old, right?
Right,
Talking about
right.
she gonna do something.
Why is taking you so long?
Why it's taking you so long? Because
Yes.
God said that what I
That's-
ask
yes.
for, I will receive.
Shall receive.
And guess what?
Yes.
I believe him.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe him. And that's what we got to do. So Dream Snatchers, Nia.
Snatchers.
So you got a poem called Dream Snatchers, girl?
Solid Truth has a poem called
All
Dream
right.
Solid
Snatchers.
Truth.
Get
I
it,
do.
get it.
Solid truth. Okay, let's do this good. Let's do this right.
All right. I am
Ladies and
Solid
gentlemen, you're listening to Cuts Communications on the Wong Channel. We're broadcasting live out of M&J Studios on BU Radio. Our guest today is Solid Truth, a dynamic public speaker and poet, and she has a poem entitled "Dream Snatchers." Woo!
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Come on,
Let's hear
Salad.
it.
Bring it, baby.
Dream Snatchers.
Dream Snatchers.
Come on, haters.
They have no ambition.
Uh.
They don't know what they want to do.
Ooh.
Yet and still they use their power to hinder everything you do. They can't stand to see you happy.
Girl.
They can't bear it when you smile.
Uh.
They stick close to you in circles, spreading hatred all the while. When you are near them, you can feel them. They are always in the crowd. Even when your truth is silent, their lies speak to you out loud. No matter how they try to cover up the evil that they do, you know they are committed to snatch your dreams away from you.
Mm.
But you continue on your journey,
Hold on.
ignoring all your fears and doubts.
Yes,
You stay
yes.
consistently determined to show them what you're all about.
All right, all
Even
right.
when no one seems to notice all the negative vibrations, you reflect on why the ancestors poured out liberal libations.
Yes.
They knew you would encounter a dream snatcher or two. So they covered you with blessings to ensure you'd make it through. So never let them cause you worry. Never give them any power. Always focus on your dreams because soon comes the waking hour.
Fire!
Solid
Yes,
truth.
yes.
And as always, I encourage you to stay positive, focused, and motivated.
Yes.
Because consistency leads to success.
Yes.
Build your goals and dreams
Yes.
on a solid foundation.
Yes, indeed.
enough.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to Self-Made. I see you out there, man. That was
Yes.
dedicated to you because you're one of those positive individuals, he's on my team and he's in Mississippi. I had to go to Mississippi. Well, the trail, my dog. But I had to go to Mississippi to get somebody on my team because of the Dream Snatchers. That was an excellent point, man.
Look.
But isn't that serendipity when I said something about Dream Snatchers and you were like, I got a poem called Dream Snatchers. So that was supposed to be heard today right here on BU Radio.
Thank you.
Well, y'all, we
Yes.
are having a ball here today. I want to make a couple of announcements. Natrell and I have been in meetings all week. We're building this station. We want you guys to come over and help and get on this success train because we do have shows available. So anyone that's out there that's thinking, oh, I can't do radio, we're gonna train you. How about that? How about that? Natrell is gonna train you on the technical stuff. I'm gonna train you on getting in front of that mic and do it so brilliantly, like Solid Truth just did. We gonna show you how to do that, right, Solid?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So we have some new shows that are coming up. I have one that we're going to start. It's going to be called Gen X Talk 1321.
Okay.
So it sounds like a video game. But I say that because it's going to be for Generation X, which is between ages 13 and 21. So we titled it Gen X Talk 1321. So that's going to be we're looking at Wednesday night. But we're still coming up with dates and nights. So that one will be hosted by Paul Proctor. He goes to Sedway Middle School, and he's going to be the host. He's 13 years old. He's going to bring it.
All right.
A cute little chum. So he's going to bring it, and we're going to invite guests in, but you can't be older. I don't even want it to go to 21. No one older than 18. Okay. So 13 to 18. So if you guys know some little young, ambitious people out there that were, like Solid, grew up smart, making straight A's in school and all of that, and you recognize that they may have a gift, send them to Wong Lorene. Yes. We're gonna put them on the radio. We're also founderly, and God knows I've been praying for this. A gospel show. We're gonna do a gospel show.
Yes.
Yeah, and with that one, I'm gonna bring in. Again, I had to go outside of the locals. I went all the way back to Florida, and there's an evangelist that's gonna help me with that one. She's gonna co-host that. So I'm not gonna say the name of that one yet, because I kind of it's Dream Snatchers out there. So we got to keep it under wraps. But yeah, so those are the kind of things that we're doing over here. So you guys, 2019. I mean, oh, okay. See Trell talking to me and getting me all off beat. But 2021 is coming. We want to make this a dynamic year. We've had a rough year, but we had to go through this to get to what we.
Yes, got to go through to get to.
Yeah. What? Nia, say it
Yes.
again.
You have to go through to get to.
There you go. There you go. And so it's a perfect time to start your own platform. We'll help you with your marketing and everything. So give us a call, hit us up on Facebook. But before we do that, I want to get all of your social media handles. Solid Truth.
Okay, so the first thing that you could do to find everything, because I have over 16 social media platforms, Google Solid Truth Entertainment, or you can follow me on Instagram at Solid Truth LV, SOLID TRUTH LV on IG. I also have a WordPress page where you can actually read some of my poetry. I have a SoundCloud page where you can listen to my motivational speeches and also listen to some meditation and listen to some spoken word. I have a YouTube page, and I definitely would love for you to follow my YouTube page. It is Solid Truth. And I'm on Facebook. I'm under Ida Collins, IDACOLLINS. And I'm also under Ida Marie Collins. I'm under Poetry in Motion, Solid Truth Entertainment LLC, Solid Truth. Follow the fro. Yeah.
Just
Over
Google,
the-
just Google her.
Yes, please.
Just Google her,
Please
because
please do, because I don't want anyone to miss out. But the reason I have so many platforms is because I do a lot of marketing and promotions for different types of people, and so I don't want to distract anyone by giving them information that they don't really want or need. So I do have multiple platforms, but you can follow me on all of them, or you could just follow me on one. But please just follow the fro. My hashtag is hashtag FOLLOWTHAFRO, and you can find everything I've ever posted over the last 15 years. All motivational, inspirational, and I'm here to uplift and empower and enlighten and inspire.
So there you have it. That's Solid Truth.
She busy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She ready. So if y'all forget it, just Google the lady.
Just Google.
Yeah, okay. All right. So Nia, so where can we find you?
But you can find me at Nia215, Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to be a little bit more into some media soon as my girl Solid works
Yes.
with me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna be into more.
Yes.
Okay. Explain that real quick.
Well, I'll be able to show more of my designs.
Yes.
I'll be able to show the shows that I've done and those that are coming. So you just look for me. Matter of fact, look over your shoulder. That's where you'll find me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're gonna play one more track before we get out of here. We're gonna close the show with OG Turb. You guys can find me. I'm trying to build my my Instagram. So if you could go to New Music Mondays 100. That's where you would find me. So help me build that. Also, my YouTube page, which I probably got about 20 followers right now. So so we need that to be bigger as well. And I believe the first of all, it's Cuts Communications. Cuts Communications is my new YouTube channel. But again, Google me. Google Nia. Google Solid Truth.
Yes.
It'll all come up. So right now we're going to close the show. Thank you so much for being a guest
Thank
on
you
our
for
show,
having me.
Solid. I'm looking forward to you coming back, maybe sitting in for Nia while she's gone.
I would be honored.
Great. And,
Wow.
yes.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
before we
Sure.
I wanna
It's
say
your
to
show.
I want to say to the Dream Snatchers, and I want to say, I got this from my extended family here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
If you're watching and you know who you are, y'all can't bust a grape in Welch's backyard.
Tell him, Nia. Tell him.
Nia, you didn't go there.
Yes, I did. Holla.
That's right. And you know who you are. So holla at Nia. I don't. Anyway, this is how we do it on BU Radio,
That's it.
y'all. We're live. We're solid. We're outspoken. We say what the fuck we want to say, and this is how we do it. All right, so we're gonna move to some music to close this thing out.
Peace and love.
All righty.
It's way right here. It's way right here. Let's go. Jump to the beat and slide left. Wine for me, baby, and slide right now. Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance for me, all right now. Jump and slide, jump and slide, jump and slide, jump, 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 jump. Jump to the beat and slide left. Wine for me, baby, and slide right now. Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance for me, all right now. Jump and slide, jump and slide, jump and slide. Jump, 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 jump. Know where to go, it's quarantine, yeah. Jiggle on the jiggle on the beat, yeah. And the sun come on, I heard if you chill, it'll kill corona. Hey, now I know you ain't got nothing else to do, so I got a little dance that you can do. Now jump to the beat and slide left. Wine for me, baby, and slide right. Jump to the beat and slide left. Wine for me, baby, and slide right now. Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance for me, all right now. Jump and slide, jump and slide, jump and slide. Jump, 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 jump. Do your dance now. Do your dance. Do your dance. Do your dance now. Do your dance. Do your dance. Do your dance now. Do your dance. Do your dance. Do your dance now. Do your dance. Jump to the beat and slide left. Wine for me, baby, and slide right now. Do your dance. Do your dance. Do your dance for me, all right now. Jump and slide. Jump and slide. Jump and slide. Jump, 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 jump. Yeah, man. Come on. Get up. This a new way. Oh, yeah. We gone. Let's go. Step right. Get up. Get up. Step right here. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Jump to the beat and slide left. Wine for me, baby, and slide right now. Do your dance. Do your dance. Do your dance for me, all right now. Jump and slide. Jump and slide. Jump and slide. Jump, 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 jump. Jump to the beat and slide left. Wine for me, baby, and slide right now. Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance for me, all right now. Jump and slide, jump and slide, jump and slide, jump, 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 jump.